episode 74 of Series 5 of Master League Story Mode. So last episode we ended with a very disappointing loss to Sporting. They were really good actually, which shouldn't be that much of a surprise being as it is the Champions League, but yeah, we were humbled there at Ellen Road. We haven't experienced that too much in quite a few months now, so that was, yeah, back to the drawing board time there for the Champions League. We start this episode with another match at Ellen Road as we invite Newcastle, who've started the season with 2 losses, so hopefully we can improve there. But before we do anything, before I get too many pelters from too many people, we are going to look at some training. We're going to make sure we've got everything set up perfectly here, which we haven't looked at in a while, and I can already see that De Jong is on balance, so we've got some work to be done. And then we'll maybe look at some skills training as well. Not a defensive fullback. Oh, yeah, that's all fine. Gomez the Destroyer. Continue improving his passing. I think really defensive fullback would be a better option there. Chidozie, interesting. Doesn't really matter, he's on a loan, so not too bothered. Fullback finisher, I like that. I like that a lot. We've not seen that one. So defensive prowess, yeah, and ball winning continues to improve. Yeah, we need that. Everything else we can sort of have him develop at a normal speed. Lucassen, surely it's got to be Destroyer. Now De Jong, this is a real miss that we've not had this on. I guess creative playmaker, his passing could be a bit better. Attacking prowess, not so important. I guess maybe box to box is going to be more useful. We'll go box to box because that is essentially the role that he's playing. These all look fine, no problems here. The Goni and the Arseman on balance. I mean, Goni is a centre back, so go with the Destroyer. And the Arseman, well, sounds pretty offensive to me, so we'll go with that. Let's have a look at skill training, see if there's anything in here that we can teach. I'm not bothered about these particularly. Any of the moves, cut behind and turn is actually quite a useful one. So Milicia for Maxi Romero, that has got to be up there. That's an interesting one. Bernardo track back, also a potential option. No super subs there. Bernardo fighting spirit. I'm going to go Romero Milicia. I think that's probably going to get us the most free kicks, get us in good positions, and hopefully then old unbelievable Brunetta can slot him away. Yes, right, fine. There we go. Bit of training done. All the training sorted. We've got Milicia happening. Let's see how we're looking for today's game. A little bit tired. That's definitely going to be a trend this season. Is there anyone so tired that we should drop them? Arguably Juan, but he's on a blue, and Nabri's on a downward arrow, so I think we'll leave it as it is. Let's get into it. So here we are under the lights at Ellen Road. Wow, in this reality, imagine being a Leeds United fan. Players like Frankie de Jong, players like Ryan Sessegnon attracted to the side. Justin Clark, I mean, we're watching an array of just Europe's most glittering footballing talents. And it's not being funded by anything, which makes it even more impressive. But talk in the news at the moment about potentially Leeds United in real life selling up to a big buyer, a potential cash injection. It would be the very opposite of this reality, but hopefully it could have the same effect in creating a team that can compete at the top level. Fingers crossed for that one. Juan Brunetta, lovely ball out to Bernardo. Now Lukman turns away from Adnan. Oh, does him with the feet. And then back inside again. Still Lukman here. Low ball in. De Jong's there. Really unlucky. 25 minutes gone. It's our best chance. Sessegnon. Out to Brunetta. He'll put it back in. Looking for Ryan Sessegnon. And the defender comes across. 26 minutes in. Not been a huge amount to shout about for either side. Can we work something from this corner? It's going to be Juan Brunetta to whip it in with the left foot. Looking for Maxi Romero. It's punched away. Out only as far as Ryan Sessegnon. Oh, that's cheeky. Still Sessegnon will get the shot off here. Wow! First bit of real mercurial genius there seen from Ryan Sessegnon. He's had a quiet and in some cases defensively a little bit suspect first couple of games, but this is what we've bought him for alongside his defensive prowess, which still could be improved, but as an attacking option, that's what we liked about him, testing the keeper there. Oh, that's absolutely delicious between the centre-backs. Chidozie getting involved as well. Lukman, lovely first touch. Once again, he steps inside of Adnan with ease. Lukman into the box, flicks it up, looking for Brunetta. Couldn't finish it. Sessegnon, good block. Lejeune under pressure. Just about gets it clear. We're piling it on here. Can we turn this pressure into a goal? Sessegnon turns away from Ritchie. No real options in the box, but Brunetta can find De Jong. No, that's not a good finish from the Dutchman. But we are looking good. There's no doubt about it. A goal will come if we keep playing this way. Crisp passing, inventive football. It's a lovely flick from Juan Brunetta. De Jong couldn't finish it off. Chidozie, uncompromising defending, as we've come to expect from him. He is looking really, really good in a Leeds shirt. Simple ball into Juan Brunetta. Onto the left, looks to curl it. De Jong flicks it back in. No, come on, Juan. And that's half-time here at Ellen Road. Well, we've dominated this game massively. 68% possession has got to be a record. Only 3 shots on target, though, sort of tells you the story of this first half. A little bit frustrating. Good football, but not much end product. Look at that, only 34 passes made by Newcastle, but then 54 made by us isn't huge either. Right, let's step it up. Let's get the goal. We may need to make changes. Maybe the horse is the right player for this game. So, to start this second half, Newcastle have got a pretty dangerous free kick after a foul from Chidozie. It's going to be Adnan to loop it in. Ritchie at the near post! Heads past Butland. And that is not the start we needed to this second half. We dominated the first half. We've allowed him a far too easy finish there. Not sure who that was marking on the near post. But they weren't marking. It's Chidozie. Gave away the free kick and then he lets Ritchie drift into an area of space at the near post. That's very poor. Right, urgency levels now upped significantly. Luckerson, that is a beautiful ball out to Kluivert, but this counter-attack has meant we've got no one in the box. Kluivert, lovely footwork away from Yedlin though. He'll put a ball in with the left foot here. Romero's there. Darlow, great save. Would have been a tap-in for the Argentinian. Dozy, well won back. That's unlucky. It falls to a Newcastle player who can put it over the top for Murphy. Steps inside of Bernardo. Beautifully worked here. And that is some save from Butland to prevent us going 2 down here at home. That would have been unimaginably bad. That is not a good pass from Kluivert, but we get away with it. And now the Dutchman can bring it forward again. He'll step inside onto his right foot here. Little flick over looking for Juan Brunetta. That's great defending. Had to make a connection with that. De Jong now out to Ryan Sessegnon. Lovely first touch on the chest. Whoa, fires it with the left. It's wild, high and wide. But it was a nice idea. The first touch was okay. Could have taken another touch there. That's unlucky. Murphy now. Newcastle with a spell of possession here. That's not a bad ball, but Chidozie will deal with it. No, get out the way, Bernardo. Well, that's lucky. It's fallen to him anyway. And now the Nigerian will bring it forward inside to Juan Brunetta. Chidozie's continued his run into the box. Can Romero find him? He sort of can here. Chidozie steps back. Can he get the shot off? No, he can't. He's bundled out. De Jong now out to Sessegnon. Finds Maxi Romero. I don't know what the fuck you're doing out here, but it's not helpful. De Jong, ball back to Kluivert. Meant to volley that. Shit. Slipping away. 68 minutes gone. Sessegnon out to Kluivert. Starting to get a bit desperate now. I don't know what the fuck Maxi Romero's doing out there. We'll find Juan Brunetta. Tries to turn away with something special. It's fallen to Sessegnon. Away from Shelvey. Now Ryan Sessegnon can't get the shot away. No. So 3 subs here. Kobos and Patterson don't really inspire too much confidence in us scoring a goal. But the horse. This is your moment, horseman. Bojacked horseman. He's on the ball straight away here. Back to Callum Patterson. Unlikely to be him scoring us the goal. Horse. Whoa. Kluivert into Chidozie. We're running out of time here. The horse, great hold-up play. Into Romero. Maxi Romero, no real option but to go back to Lutman. Oh, that wasn't the ball we wanted. No, that was meant to go back into... Oh, Patterson's won it back. Patterson, no, no. Oh, huge opportunity to put a ball into the box there. I can't believe it. We're going to lose our first game here. Really unhappy with this performance. Romero into Kluivert. Turns away with the left foot. It's not a bad effort, but it's not good enough. How do we not get the fucking corner there? Well, Leeds United. That is a smash and grab by any standard. Really disappointed with that. Just couldn't create anything in the second half. We had so much possession, but in the end only managed 6 shots on target. There's going to have to be an inquest over this one. That's just not good enough. Who didn't play well? De Jong, Lookman. Oh, that's not good enough. We couldn't beat Carl Darlow. in that Newcastle net. A 7 for him. Should have been a man of the match performance really for the Newcastle keeper, but that is a massive blow to any sort of aspirations of finishing higher than we did last season. We can't be losing games like that. Gutted, absolutely gutted, where we drop down now into 7th. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Not the perfect start to the season, and there are still 4 undefeated sides, but a long way to go. So national team squad announcement, 9 players, that's going to really hurt us. That's one of the other problems with having a team full of so many good players. No call up for Sessegnon, thankfully, but Serge Gnabry's in there. That's pretty big for him, that's an impressive call up. De Jong, I think he was already called up. Chidozie playing for Nigeria, of course he is. We're going to really struggle come international time. It's back into the league now as we take a long trip down south to the south coast to Brighton. And how will we respond to that really disappointing loss where we controlled the game from start to finish, except for that one brief moment where Butland was beaten. Butland's looking tired, we can't start the arse man, regardless of how tired Butland is. Juan Brunetta, again, if he wasn't on an upward arrow. No, we'll start Gnabry today. Juan was looking a little bit leggy in that last game. Tempted to start the horse. We need to rotate, but we're not, this isn't going to be Pep Guardiola levels of rotation. It's going to be a little bit more pragmatic. We change players when there is a good reason to do so. I think Brunetta and Gnabry, very similarly rated. Brunetta very tired, I think that's a smart move. Now Brighton with 5 in midfield could make things difficult for Serge Gnabry. I noticed that Gaëtan Bong at left back is only 68 rated. See if we can get Lookman some luck down that side. Right, let's go. So we have to bounce back now. Not everything's going to go our way this season, but we're maturing as a team. We've got a team full of young players who are under Marcelo Bielsa's tutelage, turning into some pretty incredible footballers. But still a bit of a way to go, and those disappointing games where you dominate, you just can't quite score. Like our game against Newcastle, well, we've got to put them behind us, and we've got to win this game. It's huge. Sessegnon gets to that easily, and it's a very direct ball into Kluivert. Oh, what a ball into Maxi Romero. Turns just about away from his man, and then cannot beat the keeper. Wow. I mean, that is classic Maxi Romero, somehow coming out with the ball there. I love this ball from Kluivert as well. Perfectly weighted. Maxi Romero stepping back inside. I don't know what the defender was doing there, but that's some save. So corner here, and it's De Jong to whip it in. The outswinger. Oh, Maxi Romero's got ahead of his man and heads over the bar. 2 chances for the striker in quick succession. Couldn't finish them off. That was maybe one that should have been on target. Should have definitely been on target, actually. Take that back. Come on, Maxi. We've got such high hopes for you this season. Need to push on. We could have sold you. We didn't. We love you. Come on. Score us some goals. Oh, the ball is played through to Knockout here. Real danger. The Frenchman will bring it into the box. Sessegnon's back with him. He turns away inside to Andone. Great save, Butland. Lookman inside to Gnabry. We want to see the German at full pace as he sighs his way through the defence here. Oh, lovely turn. Back onto the right foot. Another good save. That was particularly good running there from Gnabry. See Romero now on the turn. So dangerous there, but it's good defending again. And here we are, half-time at the Amex. And I don't know if there would have been any highlights in that first half. Certainly didn't feel like there were. 2 shots on target from us, 1 from them. Pretty even stats. 47 passes made. That's not good. It's really not good. Bielsa's going to need to have a word. We're having a bit of a dip in form here. I'm not quite sure why. But we really need to fucking turn this around right now. Kluivert wins it back really well. Good ball inside to Sessegnon. Oh, smart ball back out to Kluivert. He'll get it under. Ball in. Gnabry at the near post. Can't connect there. Chidozie, lovely ball into De Jong. Ah! Just playing some good football, but the end product at the moment seems to be non-existent. What the fuck is that? Sessegnon now. Into Kluivert. Back to Ryan Sessegnon through the centre. It's direct running from the Englishman. He's got Gnabry to his side. Serge Gnabry now into the box. Surely. Thank fuck for that. I wasn't sure if it was ever going to come. And Brunetta's got to be worried. Serge Gnabry has been probably the brightest player in this side. And he's cooking up something there. It's a bit of he's clearly had his Weetabix this morning. That must be some reference to that. I don't know if is that allowed? Is he sponsored by Weetabix? And finally we break the deadlock. And that counts for the last game as well. Sessegnon held off. He knew Gnabry was the right option. And as soon as he found the German, There's only really one option there. Curl it on the right foot. Finally, we're ahead here. Sessegnon with another assist. He's had a few this season already. That's what we wanted him for. Kobos, of course, did chip him with a few goals, so he needs to do that as well. So corner here, and it's going to be Paddy Gross to whip this one in. Kluivert at the near post will battle with Andone. Bloody hell, Butland. That looked very close to your own line. Oh, Romero, lovely flick into Kluivert. And now the Dutchman into the box. Can we finish it off here? Low, accurate, all done here in Brighton. Thank you very much. Justin Kluivert. Is that his first goal of the season? It might well be. And the Dutchman took it very coolly. Lovely flick on from Maxi Romero. Totally unlocked the Brighton defence. Serge Gnabry made a sort of half-hearted effort to get there with him, but Justin Kluivert only had one thing in mind. He did it very, very well. Look at this centre-forward work from Maxi Romero. Putting his body on the line there up against a much bigger man. And this is a composed finish. First touch in a Leeds shirt there for Goni. Finds Sessegnon with a good ball. He skips away from Bissouma. Puts a cross in, looking for Maxi Romero at the near post, and somehow he beats the keeper there. That is some atrocious goalkeeping. But it's another assist for Ryan Sessegnon as he celebrates with his captain Maxi Romero. Actually the same age. You'd never know, would you? But there we go, Ryan Sessegnon. Look at this pace late in the game as well. Puts the ball inside, goes the other way. Great work. Lovely cross. Awful goalkeeping, but we're done here, and that is exactly what we need. Sessegnon now, we're not done yet. 86 minutes gone, but Sessegnon's still driving forward. Wants his first Leeds goal. Gets it wide. Oh, he's due a goal now. He's been excellent for us. He's been given such a licence to roam inside, to roam forward from that left-back position. And it all opened up here against the tired Brighton defenders. Still looking to get his first goal. And there we have it. In the end, 58 minutes in, we started the game. Didn't play well until then, but it's a 3-0 win at the end of the day. Pretty comprehensive. Brighton put up a good fight. They defended well. Duffy and Dunk at the back, always difficult to break down, but eventually we got them. It's 3 decent goals. Yeah, much better second half. We came out, we responded. Maxi Romero leading from the front, a captain's performance, man of the match performance for him. And Sessegnon just gets better and better, 7.5 for him as well. I would have given him man of the match if it had been my choice. It would be really great to see him getting a goal at some point. And we move up into 6th. And that gap's still there. City, Liverpool, Spurs. I mean, Spurs haven't conceded a goal yet in 4 games. That is worrying. We're already lagging behind, but we're where we need to be. Let's not drop any further. Let's not lose any more games. Simple plan. That's the game plan. So next episode, only 3 days later. It's going to be some tired legs for this one. Who's the scout got for us? Not that we need to sign anyone at the moment. Oh, Sergio Aguero. Yeah, I guess he'd probably do a job for us, wouldn't he? He's 33 years old, but that is a great age. It's a really great age. Would be hilarious, wouldn't it? It's not going to happen. We don't even have a high enough rated player. So there we go. Serge Gnabry gets his goal. Ryan Sessegnon playing really well. Disappointing first game. We've come back into it. If we can beat Cardiff and Ajax in the next episode, then I'll be pleased. If not, then I'm going to start to worry slightly about the start of this season. This new look side on the cusp of either being acceptable or being a bit of a disappointment. We'll find out. See you in a bit.